It's Week 18 of the NFL, and this one features the Ravens' superstar running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Ravens and the Browns coming up.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave everything you got out there and do everything in your power to go get that win in this final week.
For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by a guy coming off a pair of shortened seasons. The former Pro Bowler, now in his 8th year, Deshaun Watson.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
He's taking a shot on his first play. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Second down, Watson throwing again. That one complete to Njoku. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and short, it's Watson. Escapes the... This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
The Browns looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts everything behind this one. That's complete inside the 35. It's a Baltimore touchdown! The Ravens don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Moore with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Browns and quarterback Deshaun Watson gearing up for their next series. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Watson. The screen pass falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Watson. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Starts his return from the 23. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Bronk, after getting a big chunk on that return. Nice blocking and some good moves. 35 yards on the return. And the Ravens will go on offense. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Jukes one defender. And they take him down right along the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete left side. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Back to throw. Finds him on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man. And you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Watson. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Watson. On the move. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety.
That's a defense that could just sense it. Blood in the water after that last sack. They bring the pressure again, thinking sack all the way, and that's exactly what they get. The safety, well, that's just a little icing on the cake.
After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away. It's fielded at the 14. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Ravens and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you can see that in our final week of the regular season, no one has had a better nose for the end zone than him. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's looking deep once again. He's got it inside the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens push their lead to 15. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 16-point lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready. Now they're going to send this one away. To return, Jerome Ford. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. So now a timeout for a player who's shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Watson now. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. They mark him short there, and the run gains nothing. It's 4th down. The Browns are lining up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Huge return here as he picks up 30. And the Ravens more than happy to take over in enemy territory. airing it out to start this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be second down. Here's a throw. He throws a bullet deep. Big gain downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens stretch the lead to 23. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Moore with a return. Oh, he lost it on the hit! And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Before he can really break that return, they're on him to force the fumble and take away possession.
When you get that fumble inside the 20, it means one thing, Kate. Those guys were running with hair on fire. In fact, if you watch a lot of these special teams and kickoff units, you will see them running down the field on touchbacks. It's almost like they're sprinting to the finish line. They sprinted, and they took the ball away to boot. Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and very short, looking to pass. Catch is made in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Back now, pressure on its way. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get more points to end a lopsided first half. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his fourth first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Moore with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he'll get it up to the 27. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And that game is tied 10-all 10 in the 2nd quarter. 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 From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Returning it from the 4. And look at this return. Races past midfield. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here, first and goal. Goal to go, it's a pass play. And they will score, it's a Baltimore touchdown! The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Chubb running out of the gun. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Connection made to Judy. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Browns are lined up to punt. And he's been one of the players of this game. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. He lays out for it and makes the catch. That goes for 36 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 1st down.
They'll run here following the penalty. Crosses the 35, room for more. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
And he sails that one over the end zone.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes, knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
And in for the Baltimore touchdown. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens tack on 7 more to their lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going deep this time. And he hauls in the interception. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Taking a deep shot here. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Baltimore. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game. And now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens continue adding on to that lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Watson to the air. Judy there to grab it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Bails out. And he can't escape this one. They get to him for a nice exclamation point to end this 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this 4th quarter at a massive deficit. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Watson to throw it. Go try and force it into the slant. It's intercepted. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Baltimore running its offense out now. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They're throwing it. Circle. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 6 yards brings up 3rd and 16.
Back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's cut beyond the marker. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Ravens throwing 6 more on the blowout. Well, with that score right there, Brock, he has reached one of the pinnacles of playing quarterback here in the NFL. The most touchdown passes in a single game.
And I can promise you, after this game, he's going to do... I remember Peyton and Marvin having a back and forth after breaking a record. Neither of them wanted the ball because they knew it took all of them. And I promise you, after the game at the podium, he'll say the same thing today. It's his name in the record book, but this is an offensive explosion for a day.
Lining up now to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Thrash hauls it in. Racing down the left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st. Working inside the red zone. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working from the gun, Watson. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. From the gun, Watson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the 1st down.
You know, on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Koo able to put it through. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Ravens ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Ravens continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Ford on the return. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. It's out. That's a live ball bouncing near the goal line. And this is picked up by the Ravens.
I think the phrase, Kate, blood in the water, comes to mind in this spot. There was a chance to get aggressive and attack them being backed up close to the end zone. Can't imagine that decision paying off in a better fashion than that.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. They'll try and throw it here. He's got it! And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their...
And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Ravens are running them out of the building. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Ford on the return. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Watson. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
All right, 1 more snap to play here. Looking to throw on 1st and goal. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And they snag some much-needed momentum to end the regular season as they start looking ahead to their wild card contest next week. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.